That's better to me calling but Pollyanna for sure. All right, I'm
Listen, we were just calling you Polly for short, but hey.
Polly. There we go. Hey, I'm gonna go quick just because I know we've been going way into the ish, so I'm gonna see if we can get done before the ish and just see if that makes us an accomplished room today. Even though I love the ish because it's bonus for me, and I just keep writing notes. I usually run out of my paper by the time we get to the ish, and I'm into more pages, so I just keep writing. As long as we're here, I'll stick around. So, okay, I'll give you a few things as far as what's kind of hit me on motivation. So, the first thing is to create what I call it the A plus paper. I don't know where I heard that. I just heard somebody call it that, meaning that if I were going to write a story in my English class in grade school or high school, let's say high school, and I'm going to get an A plus on it because it's just so detailed and so awesome. It's visualizing what your life, what everything around you looks like, say 5 years from now. So if we're all hanging out in this room and we're talking and we're sharing what our goals are and what we want to accomplish, and then we don't see each other for 5 years, I bump into you, Tony, 5 years from now. Oh my God, Tony, what the heck have you been doing? And you're like, oh my gosh, just it's been an amazing ride. It's like, tell me what it looks like. And what you do is just close your eyes and visualize what you look like, what's around you. I mean, if you're a business, what's that business look like? Is it worldwide? Is it global? Whatever it is, just visualize what that really looks like 5 years from now or what you want it to look like. And then, like Rick, starting with a blank sheet of paper, open your eyes and write down every detail that you can think of. How do you look? Who are you around? What's your business look like? That kind of stuff. And that was a big one for me because I visualized having teams all around the country. And I'm telling you, when you build this big vision and you get it very clear and you can write this A plus paper, that gives you the piece, the tangible thing to share with others. And just you get, I mean, for me, I just get that visualization so clear that by the time I write it down, it's anchoring in my mind, and those things just start showing up along the way. So that's the first thing, is the A plus paper. That should get you motivated, and because that's coming from within, and motivation does, you can have people around you that will motivate you, but they got to know what motivates you, and that's one way to do it. Second one is systematizing the mundane. If you can get that stuff that it just seems so taxing and pulling you through, because you got to do that stuff to get to that visualization of what you got to do the chopping of the tree every single day. Systematize and automate as much as you possibly can so it frees you up to do the things that you really do like to do, right? And so if there's something in there that you don't like to do, and it's like every day it's like you got to somehow motivate yourself to do this, figure out a way to systematize the mundane stuff so you can do more of the fun stuff that you have to do. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to get freed of that mundane stuff. It's still there and you still got to do the step. But that brings me to the extra thing. I usually gamify everything to turn it into a game. And I'll come back to that in a second. The third thing that I would say is reward yourself at check in points on that path. Once you get that real clear vision of where you're going and what this looks like, and you will naturally kind of start working towards that if you visualize it and anchor it, right? And if you systematize the mundane, you'll see yourself taking steps. So every 30 days on a calendar, give yourself a little reward at the end of 30 days if you do something consistent enough that moves you along. At the end of 60 days, make it a little better. I like doing things on those things that I wouldn't normally do or buy. Like I might, if I do something for 90 days or something, I might buy myself a flamethrower. Who needs a flamethrower, right? Why would I spend money on a flamethrower? Well, let me tell you, when you do get it, it's a fun toy to have. And I probably only broke it out of the box 3 or 4 times, but I have a flamethrower. So reward yourself with little things along the way. I knew Tony was going to get excited about that flamethrower. And then the last thing I'll say is, this is just me personally. If it's not fun, I don't do it. So if I've got a visualization of where I'm going and I know where I'm headed, and whatever I'm doing is not fun, I need to make it fun. And that's where I turn everything into a game. And I can't really think of a specific example, and I don't want to take up any more time today, but just gamify it, make it fun. Oh, there we go. Tony's got my flamethrower going. That is exactly what it looks like, Tony. Have you been at my house? So have fun or don't do it. And if you have to do it, then systematize it and keep moving forward and get to that vision. So that's my share today.
I can't believe you have a flamethrower. I mean, I can believe. If I'm looking at the stage and I'm thinking, who's the guy with the flamethrower? I don't know what is that tone, but it's you.
Hey, PTR, I am a flamethrower.
Oh my gosh, this is so fantastic. Well, I mean, that's just inspiring. Hey, thank you for those golden nuggets, Brad, and for being you, because what an asset to this community you are. And I'm glad you're writing your notes down. I think you could actually maybe, make them into a book and people would buy it. I know I would. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go a little crazy.